Hmm.
So I walk into this Mexican restaurant with her. When I walked in with this black woman, los ojos, bro, los
Hmm.
ojos. They they looked at me, and then they looked at her like, se supone que tenemos que mejorar la raza. Why are you look? Why are you with a really black person when our goal as Hispanics is to improve the race? You don't improve the race like that. You're supposed to go up, not down. You know what I'm saying? So
Hector has never been quiet about how he feels or how his family feels about Keisha's. It's never been in a closet. It's never been hidden. It's always been out there for everybody to see. Only people who pretend like it's not there are the Keishas. Hector knows, just like Brad, that he can easily get a Keisha because all he have to do is show up, because they don't look at Hector the way they look at black men. They look at black men as a given. They look at black men as something they don't have to work for because black men are free. See, they don't have to pay for you, black men. That's how they look at it. Like, you're free. They don't have to put in no work. They don't have to do anything for you because you're always there. So when Hector comes along, Hector is a prize to them. And Hector knows that if he want to go to, go pick up a Keisha just for some tizzy tour, just to let off some steam, he doesn't have to bring anything to the table. He's just going down there to take on the tizzy tour, and then he's going back to his community where he have to actually show why he's worthy of a relationship with those Marias over there. He has to put forth effort, time. He has to take them out. He has to, basically court them. He knows that he doesn't have to do that with Keisha. And he understands that by bringing Keisha home, his family might, if he took any one of them serious, if he took a Keisha serious, his family might not be so welcoming to him at all. And family is very important to them, when it comes to who they're choosing, because that's real. That La Raza, whatever that is, that's real over there. That's real. Everybody knows that. That's nationwide. Over here, nationwide. So, what do we have here? You're going to have Keisha's still chasing after these Hectors, knowing that Hector's not really checking for them. And here's the proof.
Women do like, we do like Latin men. We love Latin men. The thing is, we just always thought, like me personally, I just always thought that y'all did not like us.
So how can you love something that you believe don't want you back? How can you love something that you always thought that didn't like you or love you back? You see what I'm saying here? She just said that they love Latin men, but they just weren't sure if the Latin men was checking for them. So you was loving something that you wasn't sure of. That's worship. So black men can come out of nowhere and say all the time, hey, they love black women, but you don't care about that because they're free. They're a given. Hector, you're not sure about Hector, but yet you love them. Sick, man. This is sick.
So that's why I never like said anything because I really thought that y'all just weren't into us. You guys weren't attracted to us. And then when you guys
So you love something that is not attracted to you, that you believe that is not attracted to you.
Poor.
Go on.
actually do like approach a black woman, it's because it happens like literally like once in a lifetime. Then she's like, whoa, like what?
Once in a lifetime. I want you to pay attention to what's being said here. It's out in this stuff is in front of your face, black man. Hector's not a given. That's the reason why they would jump over the moon for Hector and basically look at you and wouldn't jump over a stone for you. Wouldn't jump over a stone for you. And my question to you, black men, is why would you jump into an ocean for someone who wouldn't step into a puddle for you? Let's go. Let's go.
What? Is this a joke or something? Or like, what's going on here? Is somebody like pranking me right now? That's the vibe, because we never get approached by Latin men, like the Latin community, Mexican men. And the reason behind that, it's like basically deeper, because like all our lives and stuff.
And it's not just it's Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, and whoever. It's not just, it's whoever's not us. it's whoever not us. It could be Italian Brad, Irish Brad, anybody that's the Polish Brad, anybody that's not us. So it has nothing to really do with, if it's a particular set of Hectors or Brad. It's any Hector or Brad that is not us.
Stuff like we've been taught that, well, me personally, I'm gonna just speak from my own experience. But like they always tell, like when I was growing up, I would always see like, the Latin community stick with their own. Like they don't date outside of their race. I didn't grow up with seeing, interracial relationships when it comes to black women, or, you see it with like black men and Mexican or Latin women and stuff, but you don't really see it when it comes to Latin men with black women. So they just basically, society, when I was coming up or whatever, like society basically tells us that the only men that actually want us are black men. They don't tell us like, oh, different, ethnicities, different races, and stuff like that. Like they don't tell us that they're actually like, they think that we're beautiful too. So when you guys actually do approach a black woman and you be like, oh, she like denied me, or she like, it's because we're like, so it doesn't happen. So it's kind of like a shocker. It's like, we have a bunch of like thoughts running through our mind. Well, at least me, I can say, like, in the beginning, I was just like, is this a fetish or something? Like, is he just trying to conquer like a black woman? Like I never really thought that you guys really actually liked us enough for like marriage, a family, like things like that. I just always thought that if like, it's like you never been with this type of like racial group before. So it's like, you want to see what it's about, basically, but then you're going to run back. Like, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. I forgot to mention.
I'll explain it. You're a goofball. You're a goofball who is going to be a baby mother to a Hector. And then you're going to try to do the reach back to a productive black man. Goofball. That's all. That's all. These are goofballs. You got to realize they're goofballs. These are goofy individuals. Y'all out here going back and forth with these goofballs, thinking you can get a decent relationship out of them. No, you can't, because anytime a Hector or a Brad shows up, she's going to always be more respectful to them, be more, subservient and submissive to them than she will ever be to you. And you're the one who's in a relationship with her. They know what they know. They know that you, if you're trying to get with them, you're going to bring effort. That's what they know. They know black men, when they dating women that they're trying to get with, or they trying to get her attention, they know you're going to put some effort in. They know you're going to tell her, hey, would you like to go on a date, or invite her on a date, or bring a gift on her birthday, try to take her out on her birthday, hit her up in the morning, before she goes to work or whatever, to see if she has a good day, before she goes to bed, hit her up, tell her good night, hope you sleep tight, have sweet dreams. They know this is what you do. This is what you do. I'm telling you, you got to stop all that. You got to stop all that. That's not free. Even texting her, that's not free. That's still your time and energy that you're putting into her. That cost. No more. You gets nothing from me. And if you gets nothing from me, guess what? You get nothing at all. And you know why? Because nobody is checking for you. The only people who were checking for you was us. So if we're not checking for you no more, you're done. That's what they don't understand, or they're starting to realize, because they doing a lot of this reach back. They doing a lot of the reach back lately. So if we're not checking for you, and all you becoming is baby mothers to Hector and Brad, they don't talk about those numbers. What is it, 1.2? Closing in on 1.3? Babies being born out of interracial relationships with these keishas. They don't talk about those. That's all you are. You're going to be a baby mother to a Hector or a Brad. And they doing nothing for you. They do less for you than the average Pookie. And then they go back to their community, and guess what they do? They get with the Becky or Maria. And you know what happens? They'll get these keishas, take them on tizzy tours, and then go back and get the women in their community. That guy in the beginning of the video, yeah, he was with a keisha. And then what does he do? He goes back to his community and get a woman from his community.
I'm sure you know that because of comment section. For what it's worth, not that it really matters, but my girlfriend's Dominican. She was born in the Dominican Republic.
Calm down.
Right. His girlfriend. Yeah, how come he didn't stay with the keisha? How come he didn't stay with the keisha? Right. It's because he wasn't trying to build a relationship with her. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't trying to build a future with her. He wasn't trying to build the future with her. And don't get it twisted. He doesn't mean, black woman from DR. That no. He was dating, not dating really. He taking on the Tizzy tour. He was dealing with a Keisha, right? Took her, taking on Tizzy tours, and then when he, brung her around, his family and friends and stuff like that, it became a problem. And you know what he said? Listen, I'm just taking this on. You know what I'm doing with this. And then he went back to his community. And when I mean his community, I mean the Hispanic community. The Hispanic, they rock with each other. They rock with each other. Everything, see, black men, we understand something. We understand that everybody is on code against us. We don't look at people and we don't look at other cultures or whatever, and we don't look at them and automatically think, we don't think this at all. We don't think we're accepted. We know what's up. And we're not trying to be accepted because we don't accept them. We don't. We don't. We don't accept them. And what I mean by we don't accept them, we don't just invite people into our lives. You have to earn our acceptance. You can't just, be something and automatically you're in just because you're that. That's how Keisha moves. If you are anybody, right, you have to earn our acceptance. In order for us to accept you, you have to earn it. We're not going to be running around talking about we love this, we love that, but we just didn't know if they like us. How goofy does that sound? No. No. Let me tell you something how black men move. Black men would get a Becky or a Maria and wouldn't care what her family says. He know what's up. He know what's up. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care what's going on. He wouldn't care if anybody wants to accept him or not. He knows he's starting a family, and if she's going to be under his leadership, that's it. You're going to be under my leadership. Even if her family don't like him, he don't care. She's under my leadership. She's going to listen to what I tell her to do. That's it. That's it. Nothing more to it. Nothing more to it. And you know why they're going to mind their business on what's going on? Because he's handling business. They're going to see that's a man. That's a man. You can't talk crazy to a man. You can't tell a man what's going to go down and what's not going to go down. He's a man. He exudes masculinity. There's nothing you can do to a man like that. You can't talk greasy to a man like that. You can't tell him what to do. You can't tell him how to move. That man is going to tell her father, you better be lucky I came along. Because following me is only going to be greater for herself. I'm the great choice here. I'm the one that's productive. I'm the one that's going to keep us going up. Me. So step aside, shut your mouth, and watch how a real man move. We call the shots. Black men, you call the shots in your relationship, and don't be afraid to call those shots. You know why? Because you're the only one that's told as a black man that you can't call the shots. She has to call the shots because you're the one that's always put in the media as some degenerate, when now you're starting to see Keisha's is becoming the face of criminality and everybody's questioning her. Well, they should have been questioning her. This is before social media. They try to make it look like you was the one not making the right choices. She was making the wrong choices because she chose you. My response to that is ditch that, Keisha. Ditch that, Keisha. I don't care if you don't want to get with a Becky, because you got dudes, Becky is not all that either. These the dudes that are with Keishas. That's still under the wing of the rat community. When you hear something like that, it's mainly from Pookies, man. It's Pookie saying that. Oh, Becky is not all. You don't know. And it was crazy. These dudes don't know nothing about Becky. Never been on a date with them. Never. A lot of them never even have been on a tizzy tour with them. Unless it's some fiend. Unless it's unless it's trailer park Becky. But a Becky out there that understands leadership, saw it growing up, and wants a part of that, Keisha didn't see leadership growing up because Keisha remained in the rat community where there's no men. You can't have a community without no men. And if it is a community, it's a community of rats. They don't know what leadership look like. Therefore, when they're confronted with leadership, they fight against it because it's something alien. It's alien to them. So if you get a Becky or Maria, they understand what leadership looks like. They grew up around it. So they're attracted to it. So when you come through regulating and telling them that this is how it's going to go down, you're not going to get so much pushback. So if you don't want Becky, I don't care. Get Maria. If you don't want Maria, I don't care. Get Ling Ling. If you don't want anything over here, right, then go overseas. I don't care who it is, black men, as long as it's not a Keisha. I don't care. As long as it's not a Keisha. Anyway, salute the black men. Stay Keisha free. Look at this goofball. Look at her. And what's that on the side of her face, man? Is that for zits? I don't know, man. Anyway, peace.
Calm down.